50% above the 125cc mark, which is what broadly we are defining as, premium motorcycles where people like to upgrade. We are at 65%. So 65% of Bajaj domestic motorcycles are 125cc and above.
All right. Hi, Mr. Sharma. First of all, congratulations on a good showing. A few quarters ago, things were looking far more, a little bit skitty, actually. And now, in fact, stock is doing well. Commentary is fairly okay as well. But the way ahead, could you tell us what's the market share? I think you'll have gained some market share. So could you tell us what is it currently and how do you see your market share going ahead? And also if you could specify, at times you talk about 125cc plus or only motorcycles. So give us a sense on that front.
So the market share at an overall level in the domestic motorcycles business has gained a couple of percentage points between Q2 of last year and this one in retail terms. We like to look at understanding the markets and look at market shares on the basis of retail rather than billing, because billing, even though it drives the P&L, it is really depends on channels, stocking strategies, etc. So a couple of percentage points we've gained, but more importantly, our area of focus, the segment which is enjoying the tailwinds in the industry, which is the 125cc plus segment, there we are now at about 30% market share. And within that also, the 150cc plus segment, which is the traditional home ground of Bajaj Auto, we have now crossed 40%. So we are, quite decisively the market leader over there.
Mr. Sharma, hi, good morning. I remember a couple of weeks back, I think it was JP Morgan put out a note, their analyst saying, was a note about Bajaj saying, don't ignore the EV push. So I want to talk about the EV space and what would you do? So I think on the two-wheeler side, you're doing, e-Chetak is doing about 8,000 units per month. Could you tell us what would you do going forward, say in the third quarter and beyond? And on the three-wheeler side, on the electric front, I think you've already soft launched in many cities. What are plans there? What do you see in terms of visibility? And also a little bit about margins there on the electric three-wheeler front, sir. Will they be similar to the ICE engines?
Yeah, so there's quite a few questions out there, but let me just take it one by one. On the E2-wheelers, which is Chetak, as you know, that a few quarters ago, we were really preoccupied with getting our supply chain and R&D right. And we had a hiatus in the marketplace. But once that has been put right, from quarter one, around February, March onwards, we have a much better view of the availabilities, costs, and margins. And therefore, we have stepped on it. And you would have seen that our market share has increased from 4% exit of FY23 to 11% in September. And that's on the basis of availability. That's on the basis of pricing, better pricing. It is because we have been able to restructure our product costs. Going forward, the same work is going to help us to continue to expand the network. We are right now in 120 cities. By the end of the year, we should be in 180 cities with an exclusive Chetak experience store format. It will help us to expand the range. You will see in this quarter that we will launch more products. And in 6 months following that, you will see another bout of range expansion. And the third thing which it does is allows us to therefore increase our volumes. We are looking forward to reaching the 10,000 mark in quarter 3 and building on that as we go forward. So that's the story on electric Chetak. But the thing which we are watching very carefully is how penetration is improving in electric two-wheelers. For some months now, it has been stagnant at 5% of the motorcycle space. And this is particularly after the FAME subsidies were cut. There is going to be some sparkle in October, but the dust will settle down in November, December, allowing us to judge whether there is really, the industry is going to break free from the 65,000 units, which it has been stuck per month, which it has been stuck for the last 3-4 months. But be that as it may, we are very, very clear that we are going to be pushing forth in this. On the three-wheelers, before I just get on to the electric three-wheelers, it's pertinent to mention that, the star, when you asked me about market shares in the previous question, the star performer really is the three-wheeler this quarter, with our highest ever sales in a quarter and in a month. We crossed 50,000 units in September, and our market share has surged to 80%. So therefore, that sets a very good benchmark for us when we introduce the electric three-wheeler. Again, because of the supply chain and R&D work, the three-wheeler margins are agnostic to the powertrain. I mean, we are making very similar margins in ICE side as well as the electric side. The electric three-wheelers were launched by the end of Q1, and we have done a Q2. Almost 2,000 units of electric three-wheelers have been put into the marketplace, very carefully selected cities in the north, and we have surged to a 70% market share in the city which we have launched in, which has given, and we've got tremendous user feedback, some minor improvements which have to be done, and we are rolling it out. We are already in 10 cities. In another 6 months, we should be in 40 cities. What this does for us is that this is absolutely incremental business, because as you know, the north and parts of the east, they have severe restrictions for ICE autos. And that space has been occupied by, these contraptions, these e-rigs, which have been hurriedly put together and imported from China. And first lead acid based and then lithium ion. So this, now with the e-auto, our experience in our pilot markets tells us that all those people who have sort of had 2 years of experience with e-rig are very, very good targets for upgrading to e-auto. So this brings absolutely new business to us, which is even EBITDA-wise at the same level as ICE autos.
Okay, all right, Mr. Sharma. So it seems you're outperforming the market in various verticals. So good for your business. And in today's trading session, the stock price as well is outperforming what the market is doing. We look forward to having a chat with you at the end of this month when you'll come up with your monthly numbers as well. For the time being, we slip into a short break. On the other side, we'll be joined by the management of Astral, which is under some pressure, though those numbers looked quite good. Don't go anywhere.